Alright, welcome back again, everyone. Picking up where we left off last time. So, we just got the temple, which was an amazing... Again, I don't know if we could have been more lucky on this playthrough. So it's an amazing building that's going to really help us. We're going to be able to distribute our scrolls through it. We're also going to be able to use it, use its passive ability to reduce hostility as we sacrifice our oil in the hearth, and we can just do that indefinitely because the more oil we sacrifice, the faster our production gets, the more oil we make, and as long as we don't run out of grain, that can continue forever. The last time I was able to make that work, I think I ended the game at level 0 hostility, despite everything else that was going on. So this finished, by the way, too, so we can drop this into our settlement. And we are definitely at this point looking to build that temple ASAP. So that looks like a good spot for it. We also discovered this giant proto-fungus, something that I have never seen before. We don't have enough parts to build a second herbalist camp just yet. However, we'll see if that's maybe something we can do. Alright, and then I am going to have to get rid of the favor here. And trades. So, again, plenty of stone. Let's just do that. We'll just do the... not ready to give up that fabric. I'm also not sure if it's been pulled into the temple construction yet. I really just want to get that temple built. And then also we will be able to, I will complete this, so we need another garden and a couple of parks. And yeah, you'll learn that I do like making an aesthetic village in a city builder. In this game, there's just so many other things to keep track of, and I feel like that this range is just very small, so everything's tightly knit. I've seen videos of people who take the time. I don't. Let me know if I should. Maybe I should, just to make it a little bit more challenging. So we need to find more wood for this. The other thing we're still looking for here is a way to get tools, and I think we're going to just have to get those from a trader because I mean, we still got a good amount of buildings we'll be getting at some point. Alright, and I'm trying to triple up my foxes wherever possible, so get rid of you. And let's get to work here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn this up to 1. And kind of watch this number here, right? So we're at 67. So if that starts to drop, maybe we need to bring that back down. And then this is what I'm talking about with the passive as well here. So every 200 resources we sacrifice, hostility is reduced by 25. This will go by very quickly. It does, so if we sacrifice 3 oil at a time, that will triple the rate at which it accumulates. Alright, and then 13 parts. Well, that's a lot of parts. So even if we don't use them, these sell for quite a bit. So that's good. So I'm going to sell some of those now. Might sell some of these if I'm going to take those. Yeah, why not? So we can sell 3 of these. Because we are once again short on people. Yeah, no one's even building these things right now. You guys are done? You guys are done for the year. So the storm is so long on Prestige, and they do this so fast, it's kind of insane. The fact that we have a passive pickled goods too is crazy. Yeah, so scrolls. So we don't have a way of building scrolls yet. That's definitely something I want to look at. Otherwise, we will be trading for plenty of scroll. The bats are happy, so they're getting their scrolls now. All right, so we're done with that. They're gonna have to go back to work there soon. Now you can gather some of the stone. All right, and we're now done. Okay, so they've been, okay, they're pulling all this stuff in now. So we've got more than enough algae for forever. All right, and look at our oil counts. We were at 67, I think I said, 71. So we're just about breaking even. We're a little bit halfway up towards our first bump there. This can be basically produced infinitely now. And boots, that's fine. Here, let me make sure I'm trading everything I can be. Planks, we got, so wood is still a little bit of a problem. Right, yeah, that's the other thing. So yeah, because we took this, right, we're no longer burning oil like normal fuel. So that helps because we can just use all of our free sea marrow. I do like this. Ooh, 4 ancient tablets. So those sell for a lot too. So we're not playing today on the prestige where you get only half. So that's really strong. This could also be really good. What are we using for the okay, we're using herbs, which where were we getting those? I thought we were getting those from somewhere. Oh, we're pulling them in from here. I'm not super concerned about that. I think these we're gonna be able to sell for scrolls or you know, some sort of luxury item or food. Which that's another thing. We have not found any food from our drafts yet. All right, so let's just get rid of all of this. And this too. So here's what I'm saying. So right, so 8 out of 10 amber. So if I sell this, we'll get that up to level 1. Alright, and we are climbing, everyone is climbing up the resolution ladder, so that is fantastic. And I can get people back to work here. Okay, we just got something new, so what do we have now? Oh, okay, so tools. Porridge helps the foxes. Pack of trade goods. What can we stick in here? Oil. Not. So I don't think we're gonna end up with a lot of excess oil. These aren't bad though. And then we're just really not. It seems silly to try and trade for tools. I don't. We do have the copper ore, so we can build a mine, and then if we got something to build copper, this could become really lucrative. This I'm not really loving. Again, porridge is nice for the foxes, but foxes are going to be fine. And then this is coal, which we don't need. So I think here I'm probably taking the smithy, which means we shouldn't maybe sell off those copper grids. Let me just see if I can put a mine here. Yeah, okay, so I don't need to cut any more trees for that. And then, so okay, so I'm not really looking, I don't think I'm benefiting much anymore from opening a small glade. So probably I'll open a large one, but with the way things are going right this second, I mean, it really doesn't make sense to wait a year. There's really no good reason to. So we're a little bit slow on the punch here. There's like, what, 2 trees here? So we'll just do that. This is done. So we've got nothing else for you guys. And freeing up those parts, we could actually get another one of these going up here. And let's get this built. I could have been. Trading post doesn't matter where it is. Yeah, so once again, Dawn's Gate. I mean, we're gonna be getting so many mushrooms. All right, we're running short on these now. So, okay, so this. Okay, we can use the herbs that we're pulling in. But yeah, we've kind of started to go through, especially that meat, pretty quickly here. I thought I just heard the thing go off for a level. Alright, so we can get the beavers up and keep the bats up. This is done. I'm going to put it near this one just because it's close to the warehouse. But then, of course, we can also go for that. Oh, and we have homeless people. Alright, so we've run out of... Still have crystallized dew, and we've run out of pipes, so... Let's get a couple of these down for our beaver friends. And what do we have here? Plenty... That is a lot of leather, okay. This is another good target just to send with tools, if we can ever... if we can ever manage. Cannery paste is... not bad, okay. And it does give us a path for biscuits. So we probably want to rebuild that, which is also making rebuilding this seem that much more lucrative. But what do we have here? Two to global resolve, and I don't risk that. This is an easy decision. Oh, by the way, so look at this, right? So our oil is starting to go up. I'm guessing this probably isn't enough for us to go up to 2 permanently, but we will see. Okay, sorry, back to this. So this is just getting us some tea, a couple of ancient tablets. We don't really care about that. I don't think that's going to be a problem. This also isn't amazing. Sorry, the two global resolve is amazing. So let's do this. I'm going to use the tea. There's no negative thing here, so yeah, it would be nice if it didn't take as long if I built a warehouse, but I'm not losing sleep over that. Okay, and then this is up and running, so let's get some people assigned out there. I must have do I have the perk that gets me like another yeah, okay, that's why I keep getting these random extra villagers. I'm gonna leave one of them as homeless for now. I don't know how we ended up with 20. See, it's so weird. I don't know how you end up with 22 of these things. Alright, and the foxes are getting pretty hard to please. I think I will build the commons, though, at this point in time. So we've already looped this around twice. So where's our oil at now? 79, so it's starting to drop. But you'll see too, as we start to keep this under control, like even in the storm, everyone just stays so happy all the time. Alright, we got some of this back. So we're thinking maybe not sell those, because we're probably going to take that smithy. We are thinking we probably can sell these. See if there's something we can definitely sell these for 9. That's a good deal. Sell those. Okay, and we got a trader. So what do you have for us today? +1 tools production, 50% off. That's pretty good. Because we're going to get that smithy. Sure. Yeah, we'll take that too. I might actually take some pipes here, so I can build... I'm not that short on the bat stuff, so let me see here. So if I want 6 of these, is that, what, just one of those? Yeah, and then some. A couple of these. Maybe that's what I do. Maybe we really, at this point, lean into sending the caches out for the reputation. So we send all of these. What do we get? So this is 2 more bat houses and 26 of those. We could take more. Okay, well, let me see here. So we're definitely going all in on this option. Just pause this. Put this near the warehouse. This warehouse is redundant at this point. And what else was I thinking here? Did I want more of those? So what is the recipe here now? So we get 3 tools for 3 of those. We can also make pipes, but I don't think we're going to do that. Wood is still a problem. Why is wood such a problem? Oh, we're getting mushrooms from the trees? Is that what's going on? Okay. Well, we're gonna... I think I'm gonna hold on for now. Okay, so we've got 10 tools. We're open. We got... How many do we need to open? We have 30. So we need to make 20. So we need to make 7 batches of these. So that's 21. So we're good for now. Of course, if I never see those again, I'm going to be mad. I think our cash flow is good enough. Sometimes when I do this, I just split the difference. So maybe we take 7. Leaves me with 25. Just do that. Okay, so we will not... We'll be sending that to the Citadel, sending that to the Citadel for 1.5. That's pretty good. Here we're about to get our next building as well. Rebuild that, working on this. And quick check on our oil. 68. So, you know, sometimes it's affected too here. So the more these guys have to go to the coats. So let me maybe drop that just down to 40. Although right now, really the problem is we don't have enough dyes. Okay, so we're about to... Okay, yeah, well, we are getting those water skin. Oh, okay, pickled goods. We're getting those for free at a fairly low rate already. Dyes, we just don't really have the makings for that. Okay, here we go. So we've got scrolls, which we also don't really have the makings for. Being able to pump out more planks would be nice. Or I take this. Yeah, it's just, well, no, well, okay, so hang on. So we do have access to the copper ore, so we could be using the yeah, however you say that. That also gives us wine, which I don't think turning wine into scrolls. Yeah, we wouldn't do that necessarily. We're also gonna have plenty of leather. So I kind of like this option. The pickled goods here would be nice. But I think the scrolls are better. We just need a way to actually get dyes. And then the planks helps us right away. So I think I am going to take the lumber mill. Stop making those. We're also allegedly getting these. Although I guess we're consuming that, so that's the problem, right? We're consuming them in our coats. So let me actually limit this. So what do we have? We have 17 of these things. Let me drop that down to 30. Just again, so we're not going to be using it too heavily. So we're keeping all that stuff now. Again, this. And we can definitely get rid of some of these. Basically, oh no, okay. I need to wait a minute. Hopefully. Okay, so that does give us enough time. Okay, so, and now we're hoping for some way to make dyes. In which case we'll fire up some mines to get the copper ore. And again, we're probably just not going to make any copper. We'll just keep trading for all of that. Okay, actually with the lumber mill too, we can start using planks for this. It's way more efficient. I will leave these on. Alright, and now, so I want to get the... What is it? It's resolve, right? So I want to get the bats over here and the beavers in here. So what can we do about that? So these guys are already working overtime. You guys can come off of that for now. Go to work here. And then where are all the beavers at? So we've got... Let's get rid of you. Who's unemployed? A fox. So these guys are going to finish up fairly soon. Oh, we finished this. Okay. Oil check. 39. Okay, so let's turn that down. Okay, and then yeah, I didn't want to forget this. That's big money. So the other thing, so we're selling a lot of stuff, but that big money is going to turn into, I think, some really good stuff once the traders start arriving. That's why I did want to take that Traders Arrive 15% quicker. I think that's going to be a big part of our win con here. Okay, so these guys also don't have a ton to do anymore, now that it's just making bricks, which we aren't really consuming. Actually, so I'm also need to, I should have thought of this earlier, I want to get this up and running, connect some pipes up for this, which of course I used them for the, I thought I bought 6 pipes, no? I used 4 of them here. Sorry, bats, I might have to kill one of your buildings, because getting this going is going to help us roll that oil. Okay, and then so looking at what this gets us, we have 198 and almost 400. So I'm not going to destroy this, but I am going to turn it off. And I'll put the foxes here. Something that they can enjoy doing. We could make our own pipes too. So what is this missing? That's just missing planks. I suppose that's... What's going on here? We don't have any planks. So I'm going to just cap this at 30. I'm going to cap this at 4. That's going to... Alright, and then I want one of these. Oh, that takes another 2? Okay, I think I have enough workers to not do that. Just because I really hate to use... That's the problem with these bat houses, is they just take... Alright, now we're up to 85, so yeah, so we... Probably because we've reached the capacity on coats, so they're not building that anymore. Alright. We can sell some herbs. For sure. And I did also want to get working on this, because we're out of leather now. Plenty of stone to continue that stone path. We're not selling oil, we need that. Okay, so... Yeah, see, now I don't want you, so I don't want you to build those. Okay, but I do want us to start getting these open. So I will now cap this at 15. I might just accept these now. Now we're getting, this is too many people, really. I might opt for the bats here. The bat's going to be easier to keep happy. Not necessarily. I also wasn't planning for that many to have to build, use all those pipes. So we'll get those guys in now. Put the foxes to work right away. And hook up our Druid's hut. Turn that all the way up. Yes, now we're back down to 57 already, 55, but now that we're really cranking on these things, that should come back up. Already down 150 hostility. right. Now this is interesting. Too bad it's not retroactive. Trying to think if there's anything better I might be digging for. I think this is good. We're leaning heavily into trade. This would have been way better earlier. But most of them are. Let's do this. So this is going to motivate us to do these shorter trades from here on out. Yeah, and this we just short that flour. Even if we do 10, right, all the houses all of a sudden have room for one more person. That's pretty good. I still have no solution whatsoever for building. All right, we need to find some... okay, I should have maybe dug into this one. But instead we'll just go here. And if I can afford it, yep, plenty of parts now. Put that there. Alright, we need these guys to get back to work now. And the foxes are the only ones who are not happy. So we've got a lot of money. We could reroll looking for that dye production. This gives us crystallized dew, though. And porridge, we already said, is kind of... Okay, we also could make these pickled goods, though. I think we can do this. I think we can do the beanery. Again, I think this may be the first food thing we've taken. Yeah, and I messed up here. I need to get these... need to get those things delivered. So I can keep these trade routes going, because if we can even just fit one more person in these houses, that's going to be pretty huge. Still looking like we're in great shape here. I'm going to pause here. Next time we'll see what is behind this door here. Keep just quick check on the oil. Oil is climbing again, so we may be able to get that up to 3 soon. And yeah, this is not though, so we need to keep an eye on that. We don't want to burn through all of our grain. So that's it for now. I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.